I got my new 32 gigabyte third generation iPod Touch the other day. I'm just gonna go over a few features that it actually has. The biggest thing that it has is probably the voice control. I can't bring it up right now because I don't have my microphone plugged in, so it won't do anything. But that's one of the big things it has now, voice control. And from my tests of the voice control, it's excellent. I've never had to repeat myself ever when I'm trying to tell my iPod what to do. Even when I'm in the halls at my high school during the day, there's just noise all around me. It's perfect. It picks up my voice over everything else. So another feature is obviously the price drop with the increased memory. So I had the 32 just because I really don't think I need any more than 32 gigabytes. Speed increase. I made a comparison video on the speeds, and it is amazing fast. It's mind-boggling. I'll try to think of an application here that I can pull up. Here's one. It's called TVU. This is an amazing application. I'll have to make a review on it. You can watch TV from your iPod. Choose any random. It's connecting. There you go. Live TV. So that's awesome. Another new thing that Apple didn't say was if you go into general, way down at the bottom you have this accessibility stuff, which is alright. It's not great, but it has so you can use your iPod Touch, believe it or not, without touching it. Has stuff for people who have vision problems. I have it set to if I tap the home button 3 times, it inverts all my colors. I have no idea how that's helpful to anyone, but you can do it. And one thing I thought was kind of cool is if you tap twice with 3 fingers, there you go. You could zoom in. So, it's not great, but again, it's Apple. It has a feature where, if I can pull it up, it says everything you select, which is really annoying actually. Let's see. I want to turn that off. Your voiceover. Turn on. Quick voiceover.
Settings. Accessibility. Button.
You see?
Practice voiceover gestures. Button. Practice voiceover gestures in this area. Select. Flick right. Move to next item. Flick right. Move to next item. Flick left. Move to previous item. Flick up. Move to previous item using rotor setting. Flick down. Move to next item using rotor setting. Double tap. Tap the selected item. Touch. Select item under your finger.
So.
Touch. Select item under your. Done.
So.
Selected. Done. Select. Accept. Capital A. C. C.
But you see how.
S. Access I.
This is the problem I always have. Once I have it on, I can't turn it off.
Capital 32%. 32. Status. Accessibility. Accessibility. Button. Voiceover on. Voiceover on. Voiceover off.
There. Yeah, it's really, really annoying. Big controversy Apple had was actually the fact that it doesn't have a video camera or a built-in microphone. And the reason behind this is because it was a choice made by Apple. They decided they had to think about what they wanted their iPod to be, and they decided that they wanted it to be marketed as a gaming device. So obviously by increasing the storage and processor speed, lowering the price, that's what it did, because adding a camera and a microphone would most definitely add price and probably even make it a little thicker. So that was the decision on Apple's part to make it a gaming device, not more of a iPhone without the feature to make phone calls. Overall recommendations: if you have a 2nd generation iPod Touch, unless you're like an extremely avid gamer, I wouldn't suggest upgrading right now, just because you don't get that much out of upgrading. But if you have a 1st gen like I did, then definitely get this, because besides gaining all the third generation features, you're going to gain the second generation features, obviously, which is the volume rockers and the built-in speaker. And one thing that I've never heard mentioned anywhere, but I found by comparison to second and third generation, is first gens have the best Wi-Fi reception of any iPod. So if you strictly want to use the internet on an iPod, get the first gen, because with my first gen I can get like 8 Wi-Fi channels, I guess, from right here, and with this iPod I get 1. So, and the same thing with the second gen. It's just way better Wi-Fi. So, but yeah, that's the third generation iPod Touch review.